The Blue Hens trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Blue Hens want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Fires to the wideout. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Oh, they're after him!
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts. He's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Blue Hens send out the punt unit. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time, couple of plays into the end zone. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner is stopped. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Blue Hens with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Grabbed in the middle, it's James. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Blue Hens will send out the punt unit. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one splits the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense.
There he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run it from the gun. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Blue Hens line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here come the Irish back on offense. Using his legs, it's locked. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go!
Gives it on the option. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And we'll start the 4th quarter by trying to boot a 3 through there. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Blue Hens will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Brinson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Blue Hens come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got his man. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Offense set on first down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.